So in one of our lecture, we already discussed about interfacing of 7-segment display with 8051 microcontroller. But with the 7-segment display, one limitation is we can display all the digits from 0 to 9, but we cannot display all the alphabets. So now to overcome this problem, we are having now LCD, that is liquid crystal diode. So with the help of LCD, we can display the digits and all alphabets and special symbols also. So now we will see how to interface LCD with 8051 microcontroller. Now basically LCD is the common LCD which you can find in the market is 16 by 2. Here this 16 indicates number of columns, and this 2 indicates number of rows. So to display the numbers or characters, whatever you want to display, in this LCD there are 16 columns and 2 rows like this. 1, 2, 3. This is column number 1, 2, 3. This is 16. So this is your column number 1, column number 2, column number 3 and column number 16. And this is our row number 1. Like this there will be another row. 1, 2, 3, 16. So this LCD is having 2 rows and 16 columns. Now, so at each junction of the row and column, we can display any digit, any alphabet, any special symbol like comma, percentage, anything. So in total, in 16 by 2 LCD, we can display 32 characters. Now to display each character, there is 5 by 7 matrix. So there is 5 by 7 matrix. Here this is number of column and this 7 is number of row. So matrix is like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is column number 1. This is row number 1. Row number 2. Like this. This is this is row 1, row number 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So column 2, column 3, column 4 and column 5 is this. So this type of matrix is there to display each character. So this type, there are total 32 matrices in the form of 16 columns and 2 rows. So suppose we want to display I, then it will be displayed like this. So these matrices will glow. So in this way we can display I. So we will discuss about 16:2 LCD display with 5:7 matrix. So now suppose this is our LCD, so we will draw here. This is our 16:2 LCD with 5:7 matrix. Now in this LCD there is one pin, pin number 1, and this pin is designated as VSS and used for ground. You can write here, used as a ground, pin number 1. Now pin number 2 is VCC. It is VCC pin number 2. You can connect here plus 5 volt. Okay. So here I will put the symbol of ground. Now pin number 3 is VEE. VEE is used, okay, we will write here also. VSS is for ground, VCC for plus 5 volt, and VEE to control contrast of the display, to control contrast of display. So what basically we will do, we will connect here one potentiometer of 10K. Now two extreme ends of this potentiometer, extreme ends of left side and right side. It is having basically three terminals. Right? So two extreme ends of this potentiometer will be connected to ground and VCC. So it will be connected like this. This is pot. And the middle terminal is connected to VEE. So if we just rotate the knob of this potentiometer, then by that we will basically control the voltage which we are going to apply to the display. So in this way we will control the contrast of this LCD. Now after this, pin number 4 is RS. So I will connect here. So this RS is an input pin. So RS is register select. So inside this LCD module there are two registers. One register is called as command register, and second register is called as data register. So to display certain things, we have to first send certain commands. Command means we want to display our character from first line at the third column, or we want to display our character string starting from second line first column. So our cursor should on or it should blink. So all these are the commands. So we have to load these commands in command register. So basically inside this LCD module there are command register and data register. Data register is used to store our data, which exactly what we want to display. So to select these command register and data register, there is a pin RS known as register select. So if this pin is, if RS is 0, then command register will be selected. Select. And if this pin is 1, then data register select. After this, pin number 5 is read/write bar. So this is also an input pin. So it is used to read the content of the data register or content of the command register, or it is used to write in the command register or data register. So what, suppose we are having few command words. So those command words have to be written in command register, or whatever exact string we want to display. So that string has to be stored in data register. So for this purpose, we are having this particular pin. So this is read/write bar. Read/write bar. So if this pin is 0, then write operation will be performed, and if this pin is 1, then read operation will be performed. So write operation will be done on command register or data register, and same way read operation will be performed from command register or data register. After this, there is a pin number 6, enable. So this is also an input pin. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. EN. This is enable. So in this, a high to low pulse has to be applied over enable pin so that the data or command word should be written in command register or data register. So unless we apply a high to low pulse over enable pin, that writing operation will not complete. So here a high to low pulse required for write operation. Now after this, pin number 6, there are data lines. So in this LCD module there are 8 data lines. Data lines are bidirectional. And why they are bidirectional? Because we have to, when we want to load the command word or data word in the command register or data register, then these lines will act as an input line for LCD module. And if you want to read something from command register or data register, then at that time these lines will act as output line. So this is pin number 7, data bus number 0, pin number 8, data bus number 1, like this. There are 8 data lines. DB7. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. This is pin number 40. So these are the pin description of LCD module. Now we will interface this LCD module with our microcontroller. So suppose this is our microcontroller. So RS pin, suppose this pin we have connected to port 2 pin number 0. Read/write bar pin we have connected to port 2 pin number 1. Enable pin we have connected to port 2 pin number 2. And these data bus we have connected to P3 port 3 pin number 0. This is the LSB of our data, which we have connected to lowest pin of port 3. And DB1 we have connected to P3.1. In this way, the last data pin we have connected to P3.7. So our data bus of our LCD module we have connected to port 3. Now in the books you can find the various control words which are having some specific meaning. Few control words which are used for display our string, which normally are used are these. One control word is (38H). This 38H will select 16:2 LCD with 5:7 matrix. So to select, if we are having 16:2 LCD, then we have to use this control word 38H. Now there is another control word 0FH. It is used for display on cursor blink. Display is on and cursor will blink. One control word is 81H. It is used for displaying our character from first row and first column. First row and first column display. Start. So here we know that there are 16, this is suppose row number 1. In row number 1 there are 16 display places. Display number 1, 2, 3 like this 16. With 81 the display will start from here. If we use the control word 82, then our display will start from second column. If we use a control word 82, then our display will start from 82 from second column, 83 for third column. So in this way, from where exactly we want the starting point of our display, that we can control by using 81H for first row. And for the second row, the control word is C1H is second row and first column display start. So these are few control words which we will use. So now we will write a program to display some string. So we will write our program. So this program will be in different sections. So what is the normal process for displaying the thing? Normal process is, first step, first we will send command word. And after sending the command word, we will send data word. So these are basically two steps. First we will send the command word, then we will send the data word. So this program will be written in different sections, different modules. So what are these modules? So I will write our program from org 0000H. So when we on our microcontroller, then our controller will go to 0000H location, and here first instruction I will write lcall command underscore write. I will transfer the sequence of my program to a subroutine where I have written the instructions for writing the command word. After this, once the command word will be written, after this, I'll call data underscore write. I will write the data. And once data is also written, then I jump here. Controller will execute only this instruction because our data has been displayed. Because whatever thing we have written after writing the command word, whatever we will write in data register, so that thing will be displayed. Now at org 0020H, I will write the subroutine for command write. Command underscore write. So here I will write few instructions to write the command. So first our controller will execute lcall command underscore write instruction. So controller will come to this level. Here controller will find the instructions to write the command word. Once all the command word will be written, in the last I will write instruction RET. The RET instruction, it will go back to the main program after lcall. So after lcall we have written lcall data underscore write. So now with this instruction, the controller will come to another level that we have written from the location org 0050H. Here we have written the instructions for data write. So here we will write the instructions to write the data. In the end there is RET. With the RET, controller will go back to the main program after lcall. After lcall this instruction, controller will execute this instruction as jump here. In this way it will complete the process. Now here what we will do, in our these subroutines, I am going to use this instruction move C, and for writing the data also I will use instruction move C. So move C instruction means something is in code memory. C indicates code memory. Something is there in the code memory that we will extract, and those will be stored in command register as well as data register. So our command words and our data words are stored in code memory. So we will load those command words and data words also. So we will do the loading from org 0056780H from here, and I will give the name command underscore word, and these are defined as bytes, and our command words are 38H, 0FH, 81H, C1H. Now since here in case of last command word starts with C, that's why we have to write 0 before this C. And once all the commands we have written, in the last I will write 00H. What is the significance of this 00H? That we will see when we will write instructions for command writing and data writing. Now, so these are our command words. Same we will load our the numbers or the alphabets which we want to display from org 0090H. So I will give the name data underscore word. Again these are bytes. So here suppose I want to display the name of my department, ECE. So I will write E in single quote, comma, C in single quote, comma, E in single quote, comma, and after that I will write 00H. So what controller will do, whatever written in single quote, the 8-bit ASCII code of E character will be sent to this LCD module and E will be displayed. So basically ASCII character will be transferred. So ASCII means American Standard Code for Information Interchange. So these codes are used. And okay. Now here first we will write the instructions for command writing. So here first thing what we will do, we will bring the address of our first command word in DPTR register. So For that we will write the instruction move dptr comma hash command underscore word. So what will happen here? Since we have written hash command word, so the address of our first byte, this 38H will be loaded in dptr. And what is the address of 38H? It is 0080H. This is the address of 38H. And the address of next command word is 0081, then 0082, then 0083. So in this way, these numbers will be loaded in code memory from location 0080H. So at this location 38H, 0081H, here 0FH, 0082H, 81H, 0083H, here 0C1H. Oh, this is not required. This is not required. 00H you will end here. So here we will have 00H. So 38H is a command word for 16:2 LCD display. 0F is the command word for LCD for display on, cursor blinking. 81H is the command word for starting our display from column 1 of row number 1. Now this is our command words. And our data which we want to display, data words are E, and this E is at location 0090H. 0090H. So here we have E. E is the 8-bit ASCII code, binary code of E will be there at location 0090. 0091H, here we have the 8-bit ASCII code of C. 0092H, here we have 8-bit ASCII code of E. Right? In this way, in the code memory, itself we have loaded the command word and data word. So with this instruction, what will happen in DPTR? 0080 will be loaded. Now after this we will write the instruction move a comma hash 00H. We will initialize the register A with value 00H. Now after this we will write instruction move C a comma at the rate A plus DPTR. So with this, since in A it is 0, in DPTR we have 0080, so 0080 will be added with the value of A, so we will get 0080. So from this address, whatever content is there at this address will be transferred to accumulator A. So in A we have 38H, which is a command word. And this command word has to be written in the inside this there is a command register. There is a command register. Inside the command register we have to load this. So how to select a command register? To select the command register, RS pin should be 0. This pin should be 0. So we will make that pin 0 by adding instruction CLR RN. CLR, this is connected to pin number 2.0. CLR P 2.0. So what this instruction will do? Comment I will write here. RS is equal to 0. Now since we have to write the command word in command register, that's why R/write bar should also be 0. So R/write bar we have connected to port 2 pin number 1. So we will make that pin also 0. CLR P 2.1. With this R/write bar will become 0. Now we have to, so now, yes, before this, one step we missed here. Whatever is the value of A, that value we will transfer on port 3 so that that value is available over these data bus of LCD. So I will write here move P3 comma A. So in A, already in A, we have already transferred the command word 38H, right? So that 38H will be transferred to port 3. And since the port 3 is an output port which is connected to the 8-bit data line of LCD. So the command word 38H is available over this 8-bit data line. Now we will select the command register. So for that, CLR P2.0, with this make RS is equal to 0. Then CLR P2.1, with this read/write bar is equal to 0. So this is 0 to select the command register. This pin is 0 to perform the write operation. Now for the enable, now we have to send a high to low pulse over this pin. Then only whatever is available over data line will be written in the command register. So for this, what we will write, set B P2.2 means enable is equal to 1. After this, what we will do, just we will give some time to the LCD for settle down. So we will write one delay subroutine for the settle down, so that this pin should be settled to 1. After that we will make this pin 0. So what will happen? Now it is 1, after some time we will make it 0. So it will go from high to low. So after making this pin high, we will transfer the program to a subroutine delay. So we will write some instructions somewhere. The name of that subroutine is delay. So controller will execute those instructions, some delay will be generated, and in the last it will come back to the main program. And here we will write CLR P2.2. So with this, enable is equal to 0. So now with this, what will happen? Set B P2.2. So it will set, it will high. After some time, clear, it will 0. It will become 0. So there is a high to low pass. Okay, so after this, what we have to do? We have completed this. Now we have to bring the address of second command word. So for this, what we will do? INC DPTR. We will increase the value of DPTR by 1. And then asjump repeat 1. Repeat 1 is this label. Repeat 1 is this label. Now since in A there was the control word 38H. With this instruction, in A we were having 38H. Now we will clear this 38H with 00. After this, move C A comma at the rate A plus DPTR. Now the DPTR is 0081. So that will be added with 00. So we will get 0081, which is the address of my second command word. So now with this instruction, second command word is in A register and second command word is 0F. So this is in A register. And again move P3 comma A. So that command word will be transferred to port 3 here. From here it will reach to 8-bit data line. And again after this, CLR P2.0, select the command word, register CLR P2.1, select the write operation, set B P2.2. Make the enable pin 1. again call delay, program will go to the delay, again clear P 2.2, make this pin 0. So again there is a high to low pulse. So in this way, what will happen, at one point of time, all the command words 38, 0F, 81 will be loaded. But when this 00, see, suppose the value of A plus DPTR is 0083, right? At one point of time, the value of A plus DPTR will become 0083. So with this instruction, move C A comma at the rate A plus DPTR, what will happen? In A we have now 00H, right? In A we have this 00 value. This 00 here, after move C A, after this instruction, the value of A, whenever the value of A will become 00, this indicates that all the command words have been loaded. So what we will do, after this instruction, we will write one more instruction here, and this is jump 0. Label L1, right? And L1 is here. Now you see what will happen. Move C A comma at the rate A plus DPTR. With this instruction, in A we have 00. Jump 0. What this instruction will do? It will check the value of A register. Always remember, jump Z instruction, jump 0. This instruction will always check the value of A register. If the value of A register is 0, then the sequence of program will jump, right? So here jump 0. Since the value of A is 0, that's why the sequence of program will jump to label L1. It will come here. And here we will write instruction RET. With RET, it will go back to L call data write. So command word, we have completely written the command word. So if the value of A is not 0, see, when the command word 38 was there in A register, right? In A register we have 38H. During that particular time, the value jump 0 instruction will not execute, right? It will not jump to the label L1 because the value of A is non-zero number. And whenever the value of A will become 0, then only it will go to label L1, and from here we will go to RET. That's why in the last we have loaded here 00. Same way for the data word also we have loaded in the last 00. It is this 00 indicates that all the command word or all the data words have been loaded. Okay. Now ORG 0050H, here we have this data underscore write. So all the instructions are same, only there is one difference. First move DPTR comma hash. So here we have written command underscore word. With this, the address of our first command word is loaded in DPTR. But now we have to load the address of our first data word in DPTR. So for that you have to write data underscore word. Data underscore word. After this, next instruction is same. Move A comma hash 00H. After this, next instruction is same. Move C A comma at the rate A plus DPTR. With this instruction, what will happen? First character which we want to display will be in A register. After this, we will again check jump 0. Whether the value of A is 0? No, value of A is not 0 because in this there is the 8-bit ASCII code of E. So if it is not 0, then don't go to the label L2, right? Come out from the loop and transfer that value to port 3, right? Now the 8-bit ASCII code of E is available over this data line of the LCD. Now what we have to do? This register is to be selected now to 1 because we are going to write the data in data register. Data register is to be selected. So for selection of the data register, RS pin must be connected to 1. So for that we will write register. So there is one change. Here we made CLR clear 2.0 and now we will write set B P 2.0. So what it will do? It will make RS is equal to 1. If the RS is equal to 1, then data register will be selected. But again, we have to write that data in the data register. So read/write what should be 0. So here also it was 0 and now also it will be 0. CLR P 2.1. So what it will do? R/write bar will be 0. After this, again enable high to low pulse. So same way, set B P 2.2. So what it will make? It will make enable is equal to 1. Then L called delay. And after this, CLR P 2.2 means enable is equal to 0. These are semicolon. Comment, I am writing a comment here. And once we have written the first data word in data word register, then bring the address of second data word in DPTR. For this, I will write here INC DPTR, then sjump repeat 2. And where is repeat 2? Repeat 2 is here. Repeat 2 label is here, right? And once the value in A is 0, 0, means after loading all these three ECE character, in the last at address 0093H, there is 00H. Once it is 00, at that time jump 0 flag will set and it will transfer the sequence to L2 and L2 label is here. Here we will write RET. So with the RET, program will come here. This means command word are also loaded in command register, and after this sjump here, controller will execute this instruction and things will be displayed. Now only thing is we have to write the delay. So delay we will write somewhere at org 00B0H. Okay, here we will write. This is label delay. So we will use the registers move R0, #02H, move R1, #2 250. We will use the decimal number 250D and DJNZ R1, go to label B1. B1 is this label. DJNZ R0, go to label B2. B2 is this label, and in the last RET and end. So this is a whole program. So you write the program. So see the structure. These are the main program. This program is to write the command word in command word register. This program is to write the data word in data word register. These two lines are used to load our command word in code memory. These two lines to load our data word in code memory, and this is our delay routine.